Creatures, the disciples. The disciples are darkspawn that have become sapient after some sort of process of awakening, after which they choose their own names. They are cunning, powerful, and hold influence over non-awakened darkspawn. Culture and history. Surface dwarves. Cloud gazer, stone blind, sky. These are how dwarves describe the surfacer cousins. It's traditional to snort these words with disdain. A dwarf who goes topside forfeits his caste, his house, and the favour of his ancestors. Once he sets foot on the surface, he is no longer welcome in Orzammar. Still, in recent years, a great many dwarves have moved to the surface. Some are casteless and have nothing to lose. Others believe they have something to gain. Some think it's only a matter of time before Orzammar falls to the darkspawn. Then there are the merchant caste dwarves with their frightful flair of business. I met one who nearly talked me into buying my own hut. I dare say most merchants don't give a nugget about losing their caste or the favour of their ancestors. Not the way they are compensated. From Tales from Beneath the Earth by Brother Jelly TV. The First Warden. The nominal leader of our order is the First Warden, but you can expect little assistance or guidance so far from the Underfells. Even those close to wise outlanders suffer alone. The members are true. The First Warden is often embroiled in the politics of the Underfells and has little opportunity to consider worldly matters. I would like to believe it is a matter of survival, not of political self-interest. Know that your mission is vital. You carry the hopes of our order. If the highest among us holds the noble titles outside of the Underfells, perhaps we will be better situated when the next bride comes, as we all know it must. A confidential report for the Warden Commander. Vassals and their Liege. Some kingdoms rigidly define the rights of vassals and their duty to the liege. In Ferelden, a relatively new kingdom, the Jarls and Arlessers theoretically command all their Arlings, bands and lords. In practice, those lessers often zealously maintain their independence. Some Ferelden vassals must be goaded instead of ordered, swayed, not ruled. Vassals owe military obligations to their liege, yet often deny even sworn oaths and signed contracts. What the hell? In contrast, the vassals expect the liege's protection despite provocation otherwise. A successful Ferelden liege applies force, persuasion and duplicity in equal measure, from a guide to statecraft published anonymously. The Vigil. Vigil's Keep is one of the oldest settlements in Ferelden, older than Denerim and Oghren. The barbarians who battled at the Winter Imperium chose this location for a fortress so that their warning fires would be visible at great distance when the winter ships neared the coast. The Vigil has seen battle in every major invasion of Ferelden. The Winters, rival barbarian clans, and Orlesians have all held their battlements. The Vigil was the first fortress to fall to the Orlesians and the last to be freed. The cellar beneath Vigil's Keep retains traces of the Avar barbarians. To the Avars, the Vigil was both the fortress and a holy site. The cellars bear monuments to their gods, heroes, and their rare military victories. Characters. Anders. Most people enjoy being kicked in the head to be woken each morning. Me, I'm just so picky. Anders is an apostate mage. He was arrested by Templars who intended to cart him back to the Circle Tower. Vigil's Keep was to have been a short stop on their long journey. Unfortunately, the keep was attacked just after the group arrived, and Anders was found standing over the bodies of his captors. He insists that they were killed by the Darkspawn. Regardless, Anders joined Sigyn to defeat the Darkspawn in Vigil's Keep. Afterwards, Anders was recruited into the Grey Wardens. He survived the joining. The Warden Commander gave Anders a kitten as a gift. Anders stowed the kitten, Sir Pouncelot, in the folds of his robe. Anders takes great pride in his appearance and enjoys fine things. Oghren. Now let's go introduce Darkspawn asses to my foot. Only polite thing to do. Oghren was once married to Branka, Orzammar's sole living paragon, but she left in the search for the Anvil of the Void. Oghren took to drink, then accidentally killed another warrior in a drunken proving match. For this mistake, Oghren was stripped of his house and barred from bearing weapons, for a warrior worse than exile. When the Grey Wardens called for aid from the dwarves, Orzammar throne was contested, and only a paragon could settle the dispute. Oghren, hoping to find his wife, offered to guide the party through the deep roads. But Branka's obsession with the Anvil of the Void had driven her mad. The Wardens helped choose a new king, and Oghren, having lost everything, left with the Wardens. When the blight was ended, Oghren settled down with his old flame Felsi and had a child. But domestic bliss did not last, and so Oghren travelled to Vigil's Keep in hope of becoming a warden himself. Oghren survived the joining. His extensive experience drinking bitters will likely helped. Oghren's passion for strong drink hasn't waned. Mhairi. Allow me to say I am very proud to serve under your command. Mhairi was a knight in Ferelden's army until agreeing to join the Grey Wardens. She can think of no greater honor, no better way to serve the nation, and is eager to undertake the joining. Sadly, Mhairi's enthusiasm did not save her. She perished in the joining like so many others before her and was laid to rest as a Grey Warden. Morrigan. Not certain if I read this out. Probably. After the battle, Morrigan disappeared. Morrigan's critical... Yeah, well. Alright, that's probably it. Nathaniel. The house of pariahs now, those of us left. Nathaniel Howe is the son of the disgraced Earl Rendenhowe and among the last scions of the once great family. He blames the Grey Wardens for his father's death and had intended to assassinate the Warden commander. Upon seeing Vigil's keep, however, his childhood home, Nathaniel decided to simply reclaim some family treasures. The Wardens caught Nathaniel breaking in. Sigyn, impressed to hear that it took 4 Wardens to capture Nathaniel, invoked the right of conscription, making the young Howe a Warden recruit. Nathaniel undertook the joining and survived. Nathaniel is a sensible father who values practical gifts over useless trinkets. Seneschal Varel. Varel has spent his life defending Amaranthine. When Rendenhowe was Earl, Varel briefly became Seneschal of Vigil's keep, but he repeatedly objected to Howe's orders and was demoted to lower and lower ranks. Nonetheless, he continued to serve with defiance. When Howe's acts turned more sinister, Varel secretly sheltered those in need and used what little power he had to counteract the Earl's atrocities. Soon Varel was languishing in the dungeons awaiting execution, but Howe died first. When the Grey Wardens took over Amaranthine, the Order reappointed Varel as Seneschal. Although Varel is not a Warden himself, his position as Chief Administrator of the Warden's lands makes him privy to many secrets of the Order, including the joining ritual. This rare honor is a testament to his character. Spell combination Storm of the Century. When 2 storm systems collide, chaos and destruction inevitably ensue. A major combines the blustering ice and snow of blizzard with the whirling lightning storm of tempest will generate a terrifying storm of the century. Anyone caught within its bounds will suffer spectacular electrical damage. I do like this combination. What? Tactics? Defending the gates? Oh well. Well, that's over. Oh well. Alright.